just annoying to deal with in a common format.
I guess the mono black one would be easier.
Yeah, we could definitely do that one first.
Mhm.
I'm gonna call it. So it's Maha, Maha. So I was gonna call Maha Blast. So I figure we're just gonna do a lot of -1 effects or -2 effects.
That's a great name.
Yeah, Maha Blast. Yeah, right.
I still haven't picked her up. I don't even know if I still want it. I'm gonna be honest.
It's got Flample. Also, why does it need to have Ward on top of all that while being a 6/5 Flample for 5? That like makes your opponent's creature so small.
Discarding a card isn't like the worst though.
No,
I guess
but
it depends on who your commander is, but I don't
so
think.
so in building this, do we want to play into the? I guess we're going to play into the base toughness 1 and have a lot of. I think you can make this like a really annoying like board wipey esque deck. Remember when I wanted to build that like, the -- deck? So this is like a better commander for it because you're making them also small while all your minus effects will actually kill everything.
What's the name of that card that lets you blow up everybody's lands?
What?
There's a card that it's I think it's hold on. I think it's Chime. It's Chime something. How many okay. It's a really old border card.
It just destroys all lands?
No, it makes them 2/2s.
But does it destroy or just make them into lands?
It makes them 2/2s. Because what some people were thinking about is like this guy's good with that. But I don't remember what it's called. But it ends up blowing up people's lands because it makes all swamps 2/2s, and then you play Urborg, so everybody has swamps. And then people were saying like you play this in like a Karivek deck, the one that gives everything -2/-2, and then everything's dead, and you blow up all their lands, because this one only says opponents.
Yeah, because that's the cool thing about it. It never affects you.
I don't remember what the name of the card is, but we definitely want a Massacre Worm.
Yeah.
And I guess
we can also just run
Massacre Girl
Karavek.
as well.
Well, yeah, the new one.
Oh,
Well, yeah, do this new one. If because we're doing minus, so like if their dies,
I mean they're both good,
card.
right? Because it's if one dies, then you get to do it again, right?
Well, the other thing with Massacre Girl is it keeps doing it, so you could potentially like kill all your stuff. But if they're all have no buffs to them, I guess
Yeah,
it
but
probably would.
you're. Oh, I see the problem.
Yeah, that's the one awkward thing about that Massacre Girl. So she'll keep going until something doesn't die,
And it hits your stuff.
and it hits your stuff.
Okay. So then we don't have to play that one.
But we can also just run Karavek the Spiteful, like the one I originally tried to make a commander. That one also does affect you too. There's Knights of Souls Betrayal, which is just the enchantment that gives all creatures -/. So there's a lot of like 3-mana spells that give everything -1/-1, which those are good until your opponent plays something that buffs. So I don't want to play too hard into the -1/-1 too much that are just instant of sorcery, like one-time effects. Because like at least Massacre Worm has a really cool effect. Knights of Soul Betrayal and Karavek just sit out there, which I think I like that a little bit more. Or something like Plague Spitter is kind of cool because it happens every turn.
Okay.
The new Gissa the Glorious Resurrector, which I guess we haven't seen too many people use it too much, but because we're basically going to be killing everything, it's the one up top. That one. Because if a creature an opponent controls dies, you exile it, so it has some graveyard hate.
I guess like a Harvester.
Oh yeah, definitely Harvester. We could probably figure out. Oh, you know what?
What's the one guy we like as well? It's the Prismaris. He's like a mini
Oh yeah, yeah.
Eliminator.
Now we could do some stuff with -1 counters. Because at least those kind of stay out there for a little bit. You know, be kind of gross in this, a Yawgmoth or a Villas, because Villas is pay 2 life, give it -1/-1, and then you get to draw a card and kill something.
Well, that's why I wanted her, like, but I just didn't know if like it was necessary, you know. But Villas is definitely good. It is $9 though, but it's, and Yawgmoth is probably even more.
Yeah, it's not as bad anymore because I think he did get reprinted.
It's 13.
Because I mean, that's something we could do. We don't have to go down that
No,
route.
no, I like Yawgmoth. I think it's fine. Isn't there like a newer creature that like if any creature like died during your turn, like you get to draw a card, and it's like a once per turn? Oh, let me grab my drink as well.
Oh, morbid opportunist.
Yeah, that's the one.
I remember that one.
I think that counts your opponent as well.
Oh yeah, it's whenever one or more other creatures die. It only triggers once each turn, so it's not your turn.
Okay. Still
How about What about Pestilence?
Derek, please, for the love of God.
What?
That is so mean.
No one's gonna like this deck.
Sure.
We can play Jet Medallion.
Should we play Pestilence Demon? No. Jet Medallion? Is that not still a fuck ton of money? Oh.
Nope, because they got reprinted. Toxic Deluge is also not too much money anymore either.
I guess like a Phyrexian Arena.
It's funny. Orcish Bowmasters also was so goated in this deck, but I don't want to do that.
He's also a lot of money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa! What?
What?
$4? What?
Yeah, it's kind of where it's been. But even Meat Hook Massacre is still really expensive. But Black Market Connections is down because it did have a reprint.
Okay.
You want to do Nest of Scarabs, Blowfly Infestation combo?
Black Market. $10, not bad. You said the
Blowfly Infestation and Nest of Scarabs, because if we have any way to, if we put in some minus counter stuff, that makes like, you know, pinging back and forth.
Blowfly and what?
Nest of Scarabs. We probably need a few more things that put minus counters on stuff to make that work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Nest of Scarabs is good. Interdesting.
Because what about like a Black Sun Zenith? I know it hits everything. Or Necroskitter is like another one I like because it's Oh, but that's if you're going more into the minus counters. Honestly, no, not Necroskitter. There's another one. It's like a a 4-mana creature that puts 3 minus counters on something, if I'm remembering it correctly. Skin Render, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
How many death triggers do you think we're gonna have? Do you want to run like a bunch of death trigger stuff?
Maybe. Like,
Like you Blood Artist, there's like that new one that's like a Vein Ripper.
well, I guess Blood Artist works because it's both players, so as long as
Vein
it's
Ripper
that.
is the same thing. Oh, you know, it's a kind of funny one. Clackbridge Troll is kind of interesting because when it enters, they get 0/1 goat creatures, which then disappear. I mean, it's just a, I mean, it's a 5-mana 8/8 trample haste, but I'm guessing it's like, is it even worth playing though?
Why isn't the regular one showing up? Weird.
Oh, isn't it? Because I think it's like is it the Meat Hook Massacre or I thought no, it's just Meat Hook Massacre.
No, it is though. Wow, it's $45.
Yep. Spitting Dilophosaurus. It's whenever it enters or attacks, you put a -1 counter on a target creature. That's kind of cool because you could like focus it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. How much
We could.
is the Bowmasters? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Well, no. How about not? If we're gonna kill a lot of stuff, I mean,
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, what would be our good win cons? Like, I mean, like Gray Merchant is great.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
could do we probably do the Grey Merchant. We could just do like kind of like our 2 generic black combos that we like dig for. Like what's it, the Liliana and the whatever it is.
what is going on right now? Oh, of the alphabet. Jesus Christ, what is that shit? Okay, and then what'd you say after that?
So what if we do our normal like combos like what's it called like with Liliana and the spell that you just constantly copy because we're basically
Oh, okay.
so we're just kind of controlling the board, making sure that like they literally can't do anything with any creature in play until we get to do like what we want to do
Professor
and just win.
Onyx.
Oh, you know what's really cool in this deck? Vats. The VATS.
Mm-hmm.
That might have periods in between it, so it might not work because it's VAT. It's like V period A period T. Because it's just choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness. So if they all have 1 toughness, you can choose every creature that's not yours. So that is a one-sided board wipe as well, and it's split second, so they really can't do much about it.
Mm-hmm.
We could another way we could potentially win is just like doing like making a gross amount of mana and shoveling it into like at some point like
I guess we
a
can do
torment to Hellfire.
a cabal stronghold. How much is coffers?
How much is coffers? But then you also kind of need Urborg to make that work.
23.
That's it. Another way we could potentially win is
Do we want this or you thinking?
let's go for it. Now, probably not like the So
Oh
not
my
like
god, you've got to be kidding me.
oh my wow. Okay, maybe that's not the play.
Well, we could
So
still
not a,
we could still play Cabal Coffers.
yeah.
We could just make sure that our ramp is hold on.
We could also do was it not Bloodgast, Cryptgast.
Okay. All right. Well, that goes on the maybe board. Yeah, we can do Cryptgast.
There's some, I think, Nirkana Revenant that does it too.
Mm-hmm. We could definitely do Nyx Lotus.
Oh. So the other one I was talking about is that because we're gonna be killing a lot of stuff, basically,
Mhm.
Rise of the Dark Realms, while not always just an instant I win the game, a lot of times when you play it, you're usually in such a dominating position.
We should probably
That
play some animates for that exact reason.
all right.
Are we gonna play like a budget one, like a puppeteer? No, that one's really ass.
It's only your opponents.
And it dies. It gets exiled at the end of turn as well. So, is there any other ones that we want to play, or
So I mean, we could just reanimate the enchantment.
you mean animate did?
Or is animate dead? Yeah.
Well, there's reanimate and then there's animate dead. This one, the $4 one.
Because that brings back anything, even if it is tapped.
No. That's Dance of the Dead. Makes it enter tapped. This one gives -1/-0.
Okay.
And Dance of the Dead's $11. And how much is reanimate?
That one might be a little bit more.
$7. Do we want that or no?
I think we should, because we're going to be trying to kill everything.
I also think
play.
like a Sangromancer won't be bad, because if we're gonna kill a lot of stuff, like it's a lot of life gain. It's 3 life per creature killed. Also, how much is Twilight Prophet? Definitely play that.
Budget now.
How much is a Nykthos? This can even be better than a Cabal or like a Cabal. We'll put that in the maybe word for now. I got the Nyx Lotus though. Also, I want to make sure that we're playing all the land ramp so that we can make Cabal work. So like Burnished Heart, Solemn, Myriad, and Wayfarer's Bubble. Are there any others you can think of?
Oh, it's called Cormus Spell. I found the card you're looking for.
What does it do again?
All swamps become 1/1 black creatures. The swamps still count as lands, but cannot be tapped for mana the turn they come into play. It's old wording.
But yeah, that used to be the win con for Elishnorn, because Urborg can be played in any commander deck. So they would like play Elishnorn, play that card, blow up all your lands. But
I'm also thinking that maybe like running like a Lightning Greaves and a Swiftfoot Boots that keep our commander alive, because this deck is very much predicated on like our commander's alive. And like while we could reanimate it and replay it, maybe just having it protected is just a good idea.
well, there's also like commanders played as well, which I wonder how much that is now.
Probably a bunch. It's still a really good card.
Jesus.
But
$32. Jesus Christ. Is there any other land ramp that I'm missing? We could play like a Sword of the Anime.
Well, so we got Wayfarer's Bobble.
Yeah, I got Myriad.
Yeah, Myriad.
I got Burnish. I got Solemn.
You got Cryptgast.
Yes, got Nirkana. We could also play like a Cage Sun. I actually still play Cage Sun in mine.
I like Cage Sun in decks.
Do we want like an Exsanguinate or like a
I mean, Torment would be ideal, but it is getting like another expensive card.
How expensive is it?
I think it's like $20.
We could just do Exsanguinate.
Because sometimes you just win by like putting like 10 or 20 mana into it.
What, Exsanguinate or this?
Yeah.
Actually, like, we're not playing, like, everything. Like, we don't even have a... So, I mean, do we want the Torment or no?
I mean, I like Torment.
Because I don't think we're going to make enough mana with Exsanguinate to win. Is there any mana doublers we're missing that I play? I do play Magus of the Coffers. I like him. And then I also play that... Oh, he's $4 now. I also play that Mana Rock that like can be any one of your lands. I'm forgetting or it can be any land. It can count as any land in play. So it could be like a second Cabal Coffers. See, for me, it has a lot like good targets because I play a lot of good lands.
I mean, you know what? I need to get, now that Deserted Temple got reprinted and it's only like $1, I kind of want to get it for my my demon deck, because being able to untap like Cabal Coffers just feels so good.
No, I play it in Vills. Yeah. That's like one of my best lands because I can untap like a Nykthos and tap it for like $1 billion.
I just never picked it up again because after I got rid of mine, it was like hovering at like $30.
Mm-hmm. How much is it now?
$1.
Jesus Christ.
Or less, depending where you get it from, I guess. Because I think the reason why it was so expensive, it was just from a really old printing.
Yes. And also, Nykthos and Cabal Coffers are two really good reasons for that card to be as expensive as it is. Nykthos is like such a like integral part of like a mono black deck too. Like I got the Lotus, but how much is Scepter? Do we want this or no?
I mean, it's not so bad. I like it. It has gone down in price. Maybe people just have stopped and playing
What
it.
about what about the Throne?
That one's expensive because that one draws cards, and 5-color decks like it.
No, this is terrible in a 5-color deck.
No, that's not 5-color deck. No, sorry, I was thinking of the other one. That's draw for each color you have.
Yeah, no. That's this. You have to choose a color, and you can only cast it with the chosen.
Yeah.
It's still $15. You're thinking of Chromatic Orrery.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. This does draw cards as well, though, but it's $15. But we could just play like a Gilded Lotus or something. There's also Phyrexian Reclamation.
We want to run anything else that just gives like some more like board wipey effects. Maybe just run a few of them.
I put in Garruk's Wake. Oh, you mean like stuff that gives everything minus?
Yeah, so like especially if it's like creature based, because we can reanimate and use again. Like for example, like Nightclubber, because it has Blitz, so you can sacrifice it. It goes, you draw a card, and then if you have a way to return it, it comes back and you do it again.
What other reanimation stuff would we want to run? I don't.
You know what? This was a cool one I like too. Suffocating Fumes, because it's -1 to the end of the turn, but it's cycling and it's an instant. So it could be it could just be an instant speed removal.
Is there not like your opponents get like? I feel like there's got to be a lot of these.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them. I just don't want to flood with too many of them.
Well, it's fine because we're gonna put in Zhao Dun. It's not a problem. Here, we put in Zhao Dun the one eye. Here, trust me, it's not as much as you think. Look, see? It's only $84, right? It's a fifth of the budget, but Derek, we can loop that card that you just said.
You know, you're not wrong.
Do you know how insane this card is? Ever since I added this, like, it's been too consistent. Because what I do is, I get Sidisi, I tutor this, which lets me get Sidisi, which lets me tutor I tutor a reanimate, and then I get Friction Reclamation, and then now I have Zhao done. Because if you read how he's worded, he just says sacrifice him, return target black card from your graveyard to your hand. You can do it as many times as you want as long as you haven't declared an attack yet. So as long as it's main phase 1, then you're good. Really dumb card. It also works with, like... There's some annoying black cards. Yeah. I can't, like, the only thing I'm thinking of right now is, like, Tragic Slip. I can't really... Minus stuff is not really, like, my cup of tea.
Oh, So there's... Alright, wait, hold on. There's... what was the other one I saw?
Do we
Death
want to
Head
play
Bu-
Deserted Temple in here? Or no?
No.
Okay.
No. So, like, Death Head Buzzard is another new one. Well, actually, no, that's when it dies, though.
Oh, I don't like Death as much. Because we're not going to play a lot of self-sacking. Derek, have you seen the price of the One Ring?
I don't even want to look. It's probably gross.
I got to show you. You're going to shit yourself. And do you know why? What was the cheap one again? It was... No, it was one of these. Hold on. Okay, that's the cheap one. Look at the price.
$104, I believe it.
Do you know why? Do you know what
Why?
didn't get banned in Modern or Legacy? Or
Oh, the One Ring?
yes, people were fucking dying. Like they're like, oh, they expected this cut. Derek, it has 98% play. 98% play, and
Yeah,
they
what's the
didn't
problem?
ban it. Oh, what's the problem? Have you read this card?
Nah, it's a bad card, Tom. Like, you'll if you draw too many cards, you're gonna deck yourself. You're just helping the mill players.
No,
obviously.
and obviously the problem with it is, like, you know, you're just gonna kill yourself because, you know, it's gonna have too many counters. You're just gonna die. It's not like
Yeah.
you can play extra copies or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just terrible.
You're not
cards.
gonna draw extra copies and then Bowmaster their One Ring, and you know, yeah, no, it's a fun format right now. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just curious. I just want to see what the modern metagame is. And right now, it looks like the top played deck, with just barely, is Boros Energy, and it still runs for the One Rings.
Yeah, because it didn't get.
It's just a burn deck with some like energy synergies.
It's because it didn't get a fucking ban. And you want to know what card is $20 now because of that deck, Derek? Sun Cleanser, the old card that just removes all the counters from a player or all opponents. Because that card is like, it just shits on Boros Energy, because it also says that they can't get counters. So not only does it clear their counters, but then they can't get counters.
They're also main boarding 3 Blood Moon. That's adorable. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Mardu Energy, which...
Yeah, energy is stupid right now. It's because of that fucking white creature that got printed, Guide of Souls. What a mistake of a magic card.
Yep, that's in both things.
Yeah, Guide of Souls, read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. I believe it's...
I like how Jeskai Control, the artwork, is just the One Ring.
It's because they all do it. Like, yeah, whenever another creature enters the battlefield and you control, gain a life and an energy. Why did they print this card? And then the bottom part is good as well. It's stupid. Derek, you know there's a burn spell that lets you put X energy in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how good that is with Guide of Souls? And Ocelot of Pride? Making cats? Making copy of Ocelot making cats? It's dumb. And then, like, oh my god. Ocelot of Pride and Guided Soul. Ocelot of Pride is crazy. Alright.
I see that. Yeah, that Phalage, the Titan of the
Oh,
Fire's
her
Fury.
too.
Really,
What a
but yeah,
mistake.
the One Ring is like the highest played card.
Yes.
Gross.
Well, Flage is a lightning helix. That keeps coming back, so.
So, Plague Mare. Speaking of cards,
Mm-hmm.
it enters creatures your opponent's control get -1/-1.
Okay. No, Plague Mirror?
No, it's Plague Mare, Mare.
Oh, Mare. Come here. Come here. Yes, this motherfucker.
You got the Nightclubber.
Such a funny name.
Yeah, he's just nightclubbing.
We could play
Oh,
like
isn't there
like
that one card that's like isn't it like a hunted horror that gives your opponents like 3/1/1s or something? Or are they 3/3? No, I think they're 3/3s. Never mind.
How dare you? I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. That would be kind of good in this deck, cause like it's a 2-mana 7/7 that gives them 2 3/3s that are just gonna die. Cause they become 3/1s and then you just kill them all. This is kind of funny.
Oh right, it does become. That's right. It makes 3/3s, but I forgot they become 3/1s that instantly die. Right, you're right.
I think we play it for the lulz. Because when do you get
Yeah.
Look, people even know. That's why it's gone up from 5 cents to $2. Derek, they're onto us.
Yep, you're right. Let's do it. Send it.
Yeah. You just have
Fucking
a pestilence.
send
You have
it,
a
boy.
pestilence out, and it's like, my guy's the 7/7. He's gonna live a lot of those, and he's got Twample, and he's a whore.
He's definitely something.
Derek, why do I want to play Sword of the Anime because we're not playing Orberg? I kind of want to play it. Just because, like, I want... Oh my god, why are you $10? Sword of Hearth and Home was printed. We don't need you anymore.
There's also the living weapon sword of the anime. It's like called like Mrs. Animist or whatever it's called.
I'm just... What other things in black get lands? Oh! Did you see they printed another, Feed the Swarm, but it's an instant?
Yeah.
That card dumb. It's 1 more mana, but, like, it's an instant now. I forget what it's called, but I'm definitely picking it up for Villas because it loses life. Like, pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
I mean, we got Soul Ring, Arcane Signet,
What if I don't want Arcane Signet? It's
Thought Vessel.
No, I'm just kidding. I definitely want it. Alright, so Soul Ring.
You're a butt whore.
I mean, I strive.
I know. I like it. What?
I wonder if I play Signet in my... I have to look. Because I think I cut... I play a lot of the 2-drops in my deck, but I also play Mana Vault, because my commander's 8 mana. And then it turns into a Phyrexian Arena, because that's fair. Phyllis is a fair Magic card.
Totally.
How much is Bolus's... Hey.
Well, Citadel. Man, I wish Fell wasn't a sorcery.
$9?
Just give us a 2-mana instant speed, destroy target creature. Heck.
$9.
I mean, I guess we could.
Do we really need it though? Like, I don't think it's gonna like really do anything for us. Like, unless we're like playing any of the combos or like playing a lot of life gain. I mean, we do have a good amount of life gain. Like, because we have Sangromancer, we have the Blood Artist, we have the other guy that we added. We have Great. We have Gary. How much is Razaketh nowadays? How much that bitch going for nowadays? $8? That's not so bad.
Yeah, because I think when we were putting together the demon deck, I think we actually made it fit.
Do we want him?
We
We could add another reanimate, and then that's a Gray Merchant loop like I do in my deck.
Yeah, we could do that. It could be another way to win. I really like. Want to do just like a what's the good one I really like? The 3-mana one that brings 2 back.
Oh, Victimize? Victimize?
Or like the creature reanimate.
Dread. Which one?
Actually,
Oh,
Dread Return's also not bad.
How much is Crick? How do you spell a stupid name? It's like K-I...
It's like K-I-R-R something.
God damn it.
Or is it like K apostrophe?
I think it's like K-I apostrophe...
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. It's K apostrophe R-R-I-K. There's no first I. That's the one where we messed up. There it is.
You're 42 cents?
Oh, because Modern Horizons reprinting.
Huh? How much is that bitch? Damn, 72? Man, Crick is more than Bad Shieldred? Or Crick is less than Bad Shieldred?
Like, hey Tom, hey Pringles, now that I'm no longer a child, I can't fit my hand in your tube of goodness. Do better. Pringles response. Pro tip: spit on it and put the hand up there with some purpose. They just said give the
spit on that thing. My good golly gosh. Do we want to play any more draw? Because we can't fit Necro PT. Actually, how much is it? Let's check. Oh wait, isn't there that new card as well? This bad card, right? What was the thing I didn't like about this?
That your max hands reduced to 5.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, that makes it ass. I don't even know why people bought that card. It's fucking terrible. Well, but how does that apply with a Reliquary Tower? Reliquary Tower just always wins, right?
Yeah, because your max hand size is reduced by 5.
$10?
But when your max hand size it has no limit, reducing infinite by -5 is still infinite.
Yo, Necropotence is cheaper. Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. It's the same price as Black Market now. Yo, yay mono black decks. Bringing the fucking price down. Wow. Let's go. And Phyrexian Arena is climbing up to like... It's getting there again, daddy. Okay. Do we want to play the kicker one? Or do we want just like some more two? Oh, Thought Vessel, right? I don't think I added that. Thought Vessel? We definitely want a Reliquary Tower.
Oh, actually, no, that's right. So the effects that Necro Dominance with Reliquary Tower wouldn't actually work because that's a timestamp because it's affecting what your maximum hand size is because Necro Dominance sets your max hand size to 5, not reduces it by like 2 or 3.
Oh, because it's worded differently. It's not like the
Jin where it says it's is reduced by 7.
Stupid.
So it's timestamp.
Well, I ain't got no ink, so I can't stamp shit. All right, but it makes sense. I understand you. Do we want Decanter as well?
Oh, we could.
If we're gonna play a Necropons and a Rezketh, how much is Sidisi? Since we were talking about her, the hold on, spelt it wrong. It's SID, like that. It's the undead hoe. Undead.
You're an undead hoe.
I try. Oh, she's $10 now. Is this like is this like a scam? Like every black card's $10 now?
Yeah, because we're literally looking up all the black staples that every deck runs.
It's true. Alright, we put in Zhao Dun, cut all the expensive cards. Put in second. What's the black card that lets you take an extra turn? If someone doesn't lose
temporal extortion.
Yes, because we have Kraken, because he's fucking $1 in this universe we live in. The guy who can make that spell free, because I'm pretty sure it's 4 black. Oh my god, what world do we live in? Jesus Christ. That's funny. Okay. Do we want some more like generic removal, or I feel like we're gonna be pretty good. I added the Ravenous Chupacabra. I don't think we need much more. Like, actually, I usually like to play either a Cityscape Leveler and like a Golem, because it is really hard to get rid of certain things in a mono black deck. Oh, we should definitely look up that Feed the Swarm card as well.
Yeah, Feed the Swarm, I definitely like.
Yes, we need to look up that new one.
Let me double check. It's a black card.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, did you see this, by the way? Demonic Council for the Demon Love?
Yeah, it's already like $6.
You're getting a lot of love. Come back wrong.
It's called Withering Torment. Destroy entire creature or enchantment, you lose 2 life.
Wait, what is this? When Miasma Demon enters, you may discard any number of cards. When you do, up to that many target creatures each get -2/-2 until end of turn?
But then you have no cards in your hand, so unless you have a way to refill.
Delirium. Okay, what's the name of the card?
It was called Withering Torment.
Withering Torment. I want to read it. Destroy target creature or enchantment, you lose 2 life? It's even better than the old one.
Yeah, it's just 1 more mana is the difference.
Yeah, but it's instant, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Didn't one Feed
the Swarm is sorcery, but 2 mana.
And it was based off the mana value
cost.
as well. So that's a lot more life lost.
Oh, random side note. I'm not sure if you saw it. Have you heard about the game Wayfinder?
Wayfinder? What is that?
It was kind of recent. So it was a whole thing. It was kickstarted. Their publisher was like someone, I think that one of the same publishers that was with Warframe. Anyway, long story short, the publisher dropped them, and so they were doing a free to play MMO, like online kind of like like hack and slash game, and they had all the tree and the free to play model, and because they got dropped, they're like, we can't afford to do that now.
Oh hey Marty.
What's up, man?
Yep.
So what they ended up doing is they turned it from an MMO into a single player co-op action RPG that kind of
How do you feel about this?
That's kind of reminiscent of like a dungeon crawling Borderlands-esque style game.
I love Borderlands.
Because like there's so many random drops that like do a little bit of modifications here and there, and they basically put everything that was supposed to be in like the level up tree for the free to play model and just dropped it into the in-game drops. So now it feels more like a single player, and you can like the whole cool thing is like there's different abilities, and you have like buttons 1 to 4 are your different abilities, and you can unlock different abilities and different ways to modify your. I just started getting into it. I just got to the part where it's like has like a bit of a co-op mode.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they also put a really awesome trailer out for this one character that I want to unlock as soon as I can. What's up, Marty?
Hello. I mean that it sounds better to me. Like I've
If
always
people,
liked that. I've put like hundreds of hours into Destiny, so or I mean not Destiny,
yeah,
Borderlands. Sorry.
right. And what people basically say is like the developers were like, look, we can't. They were very open about like, and they felt really bad because a lot of people kickstarted the game. It was a Kickstarter game. Is
Mm-hmm.
the other side of it. So, but they're like, look, and apparently because of how much support they've gotten, because they were just open and honest with the community, like, hey, look, we can't do what we said we are going to do. Well, we don't want to give up on the game though, so we're going to change it to this, and we're going to put all this effort into keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And Asmongold was actually talking about how it happened, and the one of the main developers for the game actually went into a voice chat, was like, hey, Asmongold, I'm here in chat if you want to talk about it IRL. And they talked about it. And apparently a lot of fans appreciate how open and honest they were about what happened. They're
Mm-hmm.
not playing all that corporate like, oh well, it sucks. And now they're just trying to make the game fun for everybody. And from what people say, they really like how it's turning out now. And I just jumped on and I started playing one of the 3 opening characters they give you.
Well, it sounds
And
good.
and they just announced that with support of the community, there's going to be a Critical Role crossover.
Critical Role. Let's
Where
go.
it looks like it's skins. Where like there's a barbarian dude that's going to have a Grog skin. There's going to be a Vexalia skin, and
That sounds
I forgot what the
awesome.
other one was. Yeah, and it's got a mix of like fantasy, but also there's like guns and stuff in the game too.
All right.
And also, it's on sale right now for $17.
Damn. That's not bad.
Mm.
I'm thinking of Bajuka Bog.
Oh yeah, just in case. I like that.
I don't know any other really lands we should play. Oh, we could play the Fell, like the new
We just want to make
the
sure we
new
keep our
MDFC.
basic count high.
Well, yeah, Derek, we only have 4 non-basics right now. Uh,
We could definitely get Reliquary's Tower.
we could pull an Xavier and put Command Tower in our monocolored deck.
No,
You
we
know,
don't
there
wanna do
is a
that.
reason why you would do that, and
Why?
it's Field of the Dead. It's Field of the Dead. That's the only reason.
Hey, we don't need to do that.
Okay. So,
Uh,
what card did you say?
we could play War Room.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
How many minus? I don't think we have that many -1 counter stuff, because I would say a Karn's Bash to proliferate if we did.
No, I don't think it's that much. I don't think that's going to be that good.
No. Do you- Castle Lochthwain, because maybe we just need it.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh,
Uh,
is it Fell? What's the new card called? It's like Fell the Mighty or something.
oh yeah, it's yeah.
Not Fell
Well,
the Mighty.
It's definitely fell something. I know exactly the card you're talking about too. Um,
Fell the Profane.
Thank you. There it is.
Okay. Dude. Massacre Worm is also a way to kill them, don't forget.
Right, because we could just potentially just play our commander and play Massacre Worm when there's like 42 creatures in play.
Yes, and remember the bottom part that people I feel like forget
Yep.
sometimes. So we're only at like 300. I think we get the Nykthos in because it really does put your grade up. Like, I think Nykthos makes your deck like 100 times better.
Yeah, especially in a deck like this.
Oh, I think I do actually want to add the Sidisi as well. Because, like, Sidisi Phyrexian Reclamation is just so good. And then maybe, like, a cheap tutor, like a Diabolic. Because this is kind of like a combo deck. Yes, this one. Ooh, that art. Dude. Is that like,
printing.
or is that like Odyssey?
Yeah, it's the
That's
Odyssey printing.
awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. There we go. We're gonna make it white bordered, and I hope they buy the white
I
bordered.
hate you so much now. I'm not helping you with this deck anymore. You are on your own.
Technically,
Good
I
night.
didn't edit yet. What is that? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's 88 cents for that version. Sick. That's a foil version. What else?
So another way we could potentially win this deck too, though it puts a big fucking target on us, is Revel in Riches.
Also, now that we have deserted, we should add Deserted Temple because we have the Nykthos and the Cabal. So you said which one?
Revel in Riches, make a
Oh.
treasure whenever a creature dies.
Does that say non-token or not?
Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it's any of them.
I mean, we could go for that.
So like that is such a big target. Like you have to win, or if we want to, if we're playing like killing everything in play, Grave Betrayal is kind of like another like Rise of the Dark Realms, just a worse version. It's also like the one Gissa that gives us one creature back, but it is expensive to get out in the play, and then you.
What
then
does
you have
that
to start
mean
killing
in a
stuff.
black deck, though? It's so this is baby's day.
True.
I feel like there might be a mana doubler that we're missing that I play, but I think I'm just brain farting.
I mean, the other one you could play is was it doubling cube?
What is the mana rock I'm thinking of?
You're right, Staff of Completion.
Manascape Refractor. This one. Here we go.
Oh, the one that has any activability of all lands.
Yes, in play, yeah. And then what was the one that you said?
No, Staff of Completion.
Oh, Staff of Completion?
I don't know. Just we randomly can destroy our. I don't know. It makes mana if we need to. We could draw us a card. I don't know. If we have a lot of mana and a lot of life, we could untap it.
Can it also proliferate, right?
Yeah.
$6.
Because we get to use it, pay life, untap. It is a little, yeah.
No, I think that's fine, though. I don't think we really have any more lands, really.
Jewel Blood.
No.
Jewel Blood is so expensive now, too.
No, we're not playing that. I think this is just a swamp angle.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, it's funny. I when I was like been browsing around, I've noticed in Architect, if like when you're looking at cards, sometimes there's a little like symbol in the left corner that's like a little salt shaker, and you go over it, and it tells you the salt meter of that card.
Did you notice up here? There's a salt sum. Did you not notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I know. I keep track of it now. Like as you're looking at cards, it'll just pop like, hey, like opposition agent. There's a little mark. What's this say? Salt score 2.22. Oh.
Yeah.
You should, Tom. Look at the price of Malakir Rebirth.
Oh, it's probably an elemental thing. They did ban Grief though.
They did.
Why?
Because it's MDFCs, Tom. They're good. Everybody wants them. They go in every single deck.
Yeah, they're dumb. We only fit the one. All right, we gotta cut 7 cards.
Only 7? I thought we would need a lot more.
No.
Feels like we flooded this with cards too. I don't know. We don't really have to run the Staff of Completion. It's a cool card, but like, eh. I like the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'd really get rid of any of this.
Oh, Marty, you still there? You still listening in?
I guess if there were one mana rock, it'd probably be the Gilded, because it got kind of replaced by the Scepter.
Oh yeah, and we got Nykthos in there too.
And also we have the Nyx Lotus, and the Mana. It's not like Gilded Lotus is bad. Let's look around first. Is there anything you don't like here?
Clackbridge Troll, we don't have to run. It's just like funny, like, hey, I give you a bunch of goats that just are become 0/1s and they are still 0/1s. At least with Hunted Horror, like, it's a lot easier to kill. And it's bigger. Look at that thing. Look at that guy. Being a heckin' boy. I like Kirk. I like all this. I like this. Maybe Plague Spitter is one I don't care about. I mean, no, but that's constant every turn though. No, that's the one I want to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, the fact that creatures target player get -2 with Prismaris Eliminator is actually kind of goated
Yes.
because that plays right into what we're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
What about Yawgmoth? This isn't really a aristocrat deck. We don't have a lot of good sack fodder, so I really don't want to have to sacrifice things to use him.
I mean, we do have Razaketh, but I feel like that's a little different because it
But
replaces.
Razaketh, you're just gonna get reanimation spells, and like we don't really care about.
And then also, like we can just tutor the Grey Merchant and win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you don't like here?
Maybe we cut the Nest of Scarab combo and Blowfly Infestation because we don't really have that many -1 counters.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a dead card a lot of the time.
Yeah, because we could even have the combo in hand and play it and have
Also,
no.
I think one thing is Victimize as well. Because the same thing, like, I don't think. Did I even add Victimize?
No, we had Dread Return.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, because I was going to say Victimize isn't as important. How much do we got to cut? Only 2 cards. Okay.
Are we like? I really felt like we had like we're gonna cut like 10 cards for this deck, but no, it already feels really good.
How about the enchantments?
Grave Betrayal. I'm okay with cutting. I'm just like whatever.
No,
It's a lot of mana.
I think I actually like it. Cause
You think?
yeah, because I think that the constant stealing is gonna like be a way that this deck can add pressure that like we're not doing really well. Cause we're like not playing Urborg and don't have like all the best stuff that black can do. I think having something that steals their creatures is nice. Oh, you want to know what we should have played though? The Virtue.
I went past it because it's like $16, but
Is it really that much?
Yeah.
Is it really?
It's not as bad.
It's 10. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I just think the stealing stuff. Also, my opinion about Grave Betrayal is I think that this is one of the fun aspects of a commander that kills like like if we're building our deck to like be Captain Board Wipe, I think that this is like a fun aspect of the deck.
Remember that also works and it's not our turn, and also giving everything 1 toughness means that it makes attacking and blocking really awkward.
Yes. But yeah, I like that. Is this how we feel about the Knights of Souls Betrayal? I don't think it actually does it kill anything in our deck? I don't think so.
It might kill 1 or 2 things.
No, there's no way. I think most of the stuff we played is
No, Blood Art. It kills a Blood Artist.
Oh, that's a little annoying. What do we do about that?
We could cut it because maybe like we don't want it because it also just makes our stuff smaller too. It just all creatures means that, but the trade-off is that our opponents never get to keep a creature in play because like they're always going to have.
I feel like we keep it because it's just like too powerful. Like I think we just need to play the Blood Artist smartly. So
yeah,
and
we also have a creature that's also Blood Artist that does 2 damage instead. The Vampire Ripper, the Vein Ripper.
Do we want to?
So we have.
Do we want to replace it with like? Is there anything else? Like, Meat Hook doesn't work that way. I don't think that the journey, like the enchantment, does, right?
Like again, if we only have those 2 exactly in play, which we don't. Like if we had the Blood Artist in play and we're doing that, then we just don't play the Knight of Souls Betrayal until they kill it.
If it's only 1 creature, I'm okay with keeping it.
And a lot of the -1/-1 board stuff we have is also only for our opponents, so like it's protected in that way. Like we cut Black Sun because maybe we just don't want. Maybe if we're moving away from the counters, we don't want to run that. As much as I love Black Sun Zenith, just because it hits us too.
Yeah, I don't like that part.
Toxic Deluge does too, but I think we could play around it better.
Wait, is that new card really fun as well too? The one that like everyone mills 10.
Oh,
does it only let you pick from the pile or from any from the graveyard?
That was like I know exactly the card talking about, the black card. It's like Is it Behold the Multiverse or something? Or no? No, I don't think it's Behold.
Hmm.
Oh no, it is Breach the Multiverse. There it is.
It's only $5. Choose a
No,
creature
it just
planeswalker card that player's graveyard. Okay, so it
It
is
should,
in their graveyard. So I think
yeah,
this is good in here then.
because it's one from everybody, including. Don't forget, it's also your own too.
Yeah, I think that's good in here. Because again, like those are the fun cards in these kind of decks where it's like just like board wipe tribal. Is the haunted horror meme, Derek?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Sorry, buddy. We love you though. We'll get you in a deck one day, I promise. We'll find a place for you, I promise. When we play a donate deck.
You know what's really cool about how Maha works too? So I was just curious because it is also alternating, like it alters the base stats. So if say I have
Mhm.
what's her face, the thing that makes all your creatures forests and its power toughness is equal to how many forests you control or lands you control. What's her name? The green card.
Oh, Ashaya?
Shaya. So if you have a Shaya in play and then you play Maha, it does time because they're both trying to affect the same like thing. It does timestamp over it and it becomes an X1. Now if you play it afterwards, then it would be its power. Yeah.
Do we feel like this is gonna be like a torment deck, or should we just go with what we have?
I mean, we put the extra mana ramp in there, and now we have like we could go pop off even more with it.
Yeah,
with, like,
because
a
we
big
have
mana.
Nykthos, we have Deserted. We basically have everything that I play in my deck.
I mean,
Sub
the
like
one
a
thing we were
mana
really
vault.
missing though was Urborg.
Yeah, but that's like I mean, like you said, like 400. We're at 347. If you
Which
wanted
is
to
still
add it
pretty
and cut a
budget
swamp,
for a deck.
if you wanted to add it, we can. That's just easy. You just gotta land
But we could just I think let's just do it.
because it really does make the deck that much better.
Yeah. Because that's going to be if we're going to run that, let's just make it that way a way to win. It is definitely a card worth having just in general, and if you build a black deck, you might as well just go for it.
No, it really like I'm telling you, like this and black decks, like make it 100 times better. Especially now that this is only $1. Like that's huge. It's so good. Do we think
Yeah.
we need Dread Return with like reanimate dance?
No, we don't.
Uh,
I think we could cut that. And that was Breach the Multiverse, which is also a reanimation spell, technically.
it's just 2 more mana. I think we only need to cut 1 card. Yeah.
Also, we have Cage Sun, too.
Yes. Yeah. Which also helps in the deck because it lets our that could make it so that Blood Artist lives.
There you go. Look at that.
And also, does Grave Betrayal? It's only our opponent's creatures, right?
I also forgot we have Karavek, which also minuses our creatures, too. So we gotta be careful.
Do we want to keep him or no?
No, yeah. I still
Is
think
he
it's
just
worth
a
it.
-1/-1?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then yeah, I would keep him. I would never play them together. By the way,
No.
you do not want to play them together.
No.
Ooh, with
And Massacre Girl is gross in this deck.
Yes.
Maybe what if we cut the Glorious Resurrector? And we are killing a lot of stuff, but it is exiling them, and I don't know.
It's exiling only opponent's creatures. Just so you know.
Yeah, but if we're playing reanimate all creatures, maybe I want them to go to the graveyard.
Yeah, this is the worst one, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a nombo, and plus we have the Great Betrayal, and I think if we're running stuff like that and like the mass reanimate and reanimate spells,
Yeah, we have Rise, we have we have Breach.
we reanimate just in itself because we could get them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think even Animate Dead could also get an opponent's creature.
Yes.
And now we also put in Virtue, which also gets opponent's creatures.
This
So,
is also
yeah.
a nasty card because it can also use your opponent's stuff. So if they randomly play like a Geist Cradled or like a, there's
Isn't that the last card, right? That should do it.
yeah. We could try it. Let's give it a squeeze.
Uh,
And you said like 400 range, so.
No ramp, but we have a lot of plays until we do nothing.
Yeah,